The photographs I'm about to show you took 2 months of planning to produce. So I'm going to give you the 6 simple steps we used in order to get these photographs. So what do I mean by who, what, where, when, why, and how? I'm going to show you. It may sound silly, but the very first thing you have to answer to yourself is, step one, who do you want to photograph? Creating a list of artists that you want to photograph is a good thing to do because then you have an idea of who you want to shoot and you can organize those shoots in some kind of order. Step number two is knowing what shows you want to shoot. So, do you want to shoot a festival? Do you want to shoot an individual show in a club? Do you want to do a stadium, an arena, something like that? By knowing what you want to shoot helps you keep organized. One of the other things about knowing about what you want to shoot, it allows you to select the time you want to shoot it. This goes along with another step a little bit later, but it allows you to plan for travel. It allows you to plan for weather, conditions, provisions, equipment, gear, all kinds of things like that. So knowing what you want to shoot is a big important thing. Step number three. Step number three is determining where you want to shoot. Sometimes an artist will be playing in the same location, same area, general area. Like here in Dallas, they'll play in Fort Worth, like at Billy Bob's, and then they'll play in Garland or someplace like that, and they'll do it back-to-back nights. So knowing where you want to photograph them gives you a big advantage. Billy Bob's, for instance, is a little more difficult to shoot because it's got a real high stage and it's kind of a busy environment. Garland, on the other hand, is outdoors. It's got a low stage. It's got a real pit area with a sealed off fence, and the only thing you have to worry about is the weather conditions. So, determining where you want to photograph somebody is very important because it has a bearing on everything you do. The fourth step. The fourth step is, when do you want to shoot somebody? Setting up a calendar allows you to keep yourself organized by date. So that way you don't overlap, you don't have multiple events happening at the same time. That includes life events. But when you want to shoot somebody, a lot of times somebody will come in say February or March where it's cold or cooler or has a chance of rain or snow. And then you'll have another opportunity to photograph them again, this time in September, October, or they'll be at a festival kind of environment in, say, August to September. So being able to pick when you want to photograph somebody is very important. It allows you to organize. So pick the best event that is suited for you. The step number five. Step number five is, why do you want to photograph this particular artist? Is it for you personally? Do you have a job for a magazine, a blog, something like that? Do you have some other kind of reason? Are you shooting for the band? So determining why you want to photograph somebody has a difference, has a big thing as far as it comes to, do you need media passes? What kind of access do you have? Are you going to need to have provisions, food, water, transportation, any of that kind of stuff, hotel rooms? So being able to pick why you want to photograph them and who you're photographing them for sets a tone for everything. Also, why you may want to photograph somebody is they may have a new song or a new album coming out. Another one artist, she changes her look fairly frequently, and it's always interesting to take photographs of her when she changes, so you can get a little bit of that different look, and that's kind of nice. Sometimes you'll be photographing an artist or the band, and they'll send you particular instructions on why or what they want to have photographed. So why you want to photograph somebody is real important, and that's number five. Step number 6, and the very last one. This video has been tough. How you want to photograph somebody. Okay. So, depending on how you want to photograph somebody, do you want to photograph them from the pit area? Do you want to photograph them from the crowd? Do you want to photograph them on stage? Do you want to photograph them behind the scenes, backstage? What that does is it helps you determine what kind of camera gear and equipment that you're going to need. That's real important because sometimes wherever you're photographing is different. Like Tannehill's here in the Fort Worth Stockyards has a real small pit area, and it's real tight, and it's real close. It's right on top of the stage. Louisville, for instance, has big subwoofers in the front, so the big bass boxes, so you get a little more space. It's almost impossible at Tannehill's to use the 80 to 200 zoom. So you have to figure out what kind of equipment you're going to use. I still can get in there, but it's tough. So that is the 6 basic steps we take whenever we're going to plan for a concert. So I'm going to show you a little more of the results of this last concerts that we did that took 2 months worth of planning. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, confusions, anything like that that you're interested in, that you want to know, please leave it in the comments. We'd be glad to hear from you. If you see something that you like, press the like button. If there's something that you really like doing this, or you think we're useful to you, subscribe, and we'd love for you to do that too. So till next week, appreciate it. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.